Hi everyone, welcome to our session today, where we'll be discussing Measure for Learning at Nationwide Building Society. If you cast your mind back to Does Europe, hopefully you would have seen a presentation from our colleagues, Leanne Bridges and Marc Rendell, where they discussed intelligent control, enabling safety at speed. From that session, you would have noticed that they provided pinboards, and they were one of our early adopters of the product that we're planning to show you today. So a bit about myself. I'm Marc Price, and I'm a product owner for our measurement and insight product here at Nationwide Building Society within our data and analytics community. The main vision for our product is to enable colleagues with access to relevant data and metrics to support a culture of data-enabled continual learning improvement within our ways of working. And yeah, Zsolt, over to you.
Thank you, Marc. I'm Zsolt Berend. I'm really happy to be here. I'm a business agility coach at Nationwide Building Society, specializing on data and insights, working with Marc, and helping the organization on the journey to becoming a learning organization. I'm co-author of Sooner, Safer, Happier. Back to you, Marc.
Thank you, Zsolt. So yeah, what do we plan on covering today? So we're going to start with a little bit about our journey, how we've transitioned from a startup kind of ways of working to a more fully fledged product as to the way that we work today. Then I'm going to cover a couple of observations that we've incurred over this time around how we're transitioning from anti-patterns to patterns. Hopefully we're going to give you a good demo of our product and show you some of the metrics that we've provided to our end users. And then we're going to end with a voice of our customers. So you're not just going to hear from us today, you're actually going to hear from the users of our product and how they are using it within their context across Nationwide Building Society. So with that, let's go on to give you a bit of an overview of our product. So if you can cast your mind back now, back to pre-COVID times when we were all in the office around whiteboards. And what we observed at Nationwide was we had a lot of manual reports, off those whiteboards in the local context of each of their teams. And what we saw was, they were measuring outputs. So how many tickets could we get done in a sprint, for example? And what we quickly decided as we come into the start of 2020 in Q1, what we quickly found is that we needed a product. And at the time, we decided to partner with the Sooner, Safer, Happier team. But what was key to this was getting that leadership buy-in. So we worked together with our leaders within the ways of working team, within our data analytics community, and we were given the opportunity to experiment, find new data sets within the society. And what we did is we tried some things out, and what we were key on saying was nothing was a failure at this point. Because we learned from every experiment that we did, even if we didn't have the desired outcome. So what we did was we started to kind of bring together a small team within the society. We decided to build internally rather than using an off-the-shelf product. We wanted to use the capability that we already had. And then coming into Q2 of 2020, what we started to do was we wanted to get our product out there and seen within the society. So we followed the Sooner, Safer, Happier pattern of invite over inflict. So what we did as a central team, we started to run show and tells with users that we identified across the society that wanted to improve their ways of working. And we really focused on those early adopters. So like I mentioned before, with Does Europe, the team in intelligent control, we're really a key kind of early adopter of our product. And then we started to invite them to show and tells. And then instead of the central team providing the insight, it was actually those early adopters that started doing that for us. So as we go into Q3 of 2020, what we started to see was we were really able to unlock the measurability of the flow of end-to-end work across the society. So one of the key decisions we made up front was bring in our delivery kind of information from Jira at the time that we adopted together with our run organization that was using ServiceNow. And what we did is we linked those two systems together to give a full end-to-end picture of the flow of work across the society. And you can see there an example of one of the charts that we produced early on, and you can see the trend there that's really kind of getting better over time. So we were able to reduce that end-to-end flow of work lead time. And then coming towards the end of 2020, we really started to kind of see the adoption of our product kind of take off. And what we started to see was where we'd attracted the early adopters, we started to cross the chasm and really start to bring in the early majority and the late majority into using our tooling. And that was capped with us becoming finalist at the UK IT Awards, which is really good, and some recognition, boost the morale, and we could see that the tool was becoming used and fundamental within the society. And now coming up to the start of 2021 in Q1, what we really decided to do now was really target the C-suite with extra insight. So we created our CIO scorecard, and instead of kind of just putting metrics on a matrix, we decided to use case studies at this point. So we would partner with the early adopters and users across the society that have adopted our product and come up with those kind of great messages of how the data and the insight has improved their ways of working. And that really got the kind of C-suite excited, and they